All right, welcome to Outlander Media Network. We're in Knoxville, Tennessee this time at the Concourse in Knoxville, and we're with Kurt Deimer. Welcome aboard, Outlander.
What's up, everybody? How you doing? Peace and love.
How's the tour going?
It's going good, man. It's we just finished a tour with Skid Row and Buck Cherry, and got a few days off, and then we met up with Mushroomhead up in Reading, PA, and we've got 3 shows under our belt so far, and they've all been great. We're making new fans everywhere we go, and people are coming up to me, oh man, never heard of you before. You guys blew me away, and it's always great as we're climbing that mountain right now. So
Yeah, I've been listening to some of your music. It's got more of a social conscience to it.
yeah, I'm a big champion of human beings and decency in the world, and and don't get me wrong, I've had my issues in my life, but I also, at this point in my life, have learned a lot of things, and I like to share that with people when I write my lyrics. And I may be out having a drink or something, and then something will pop into my mind, and I'll get my notepad out on my phone, and I'll just put down some lyrics, and then if it's something that really hits me, I'll continue it on. And I like to write things that maybe make people think, oh yeah, it is okay to wake up every day and look around the world and try to make a difference and help people, and we can all be a hero. Like, that's why I wrote Hero, or What You Saying, just about how we all just need to be kind to each other, and the world's crazy, and the more we come together in unity, the better. So I always try to write with a message and make people think, and a lot of it's from experiences that I've been through. So,
Like, we were looking at the Hero video, and me and my camera person, we're both essential personnel. And I was like, okay, I got you.
Yeah. But even your neighbor or anybody in the world, you see somebody who needs help, you're a hero. Stop and help them, or just you get good service at a restaurant, and the waitress or waiter, maybe it's a kid, or it's a single mom, or it's you don't know, but if they treat you right, give them a bigger tip. There's many different ways you can be a hero.
Yeah, we were at a restaurant not too long ago after we'd had a bad episode somewhere at a festival, and the waitress that we had that day, well, not waitress, server we had that day,
server, yeah.
And it was a little pizza joint, and she was so good to us.
Yeah.
And I gave her 20 just because I enjoyed her company that day.
She touched your heart, you touched hers, and it could have made a huge difference for her that week. You don't know.
Well, it made up for a very bad day.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? I'm going to give this woman $20 just because it was just the two of us. And so, I get that point about helping somebody.
Yeah, we can all do it. So I do. I try to share my conscience with others. It's my form of therapy. Instead of going to talk to a therapist, I go get on stage and talk to the audience.
That's awesome.
Get things off my brain. So.
You are working on this thing, Hellbilly Hollow.
Yeah.
What is this about?
Well, it's in the can. It's being shopped right now, but it's my first horror franchise that I star in it. I play a character called Bull, and I have a brother named Tickles, and it's kind of the introduction, if you will, like the original Halloween, because I was in Halloween in 2018. I was one of the real Michael Myers from the John Carpenter movies, one of the kills, so that's quite an honor to be on that list. I was the gas station teller, and while I was filming that day on site, I'm sitting there with Michael Myers, James Jude Courtney's the actor, and I'm thinking, I love this. I had this shit all over my face. It took 3 hours to make me look like that, and I had to sit around with a blanket, and I'm like, I'm going to do my own horror franchise. And I called Kevin Wayne, who plays Tickles. He was already an actor, and we had the idea for Hellbilly Hollow because he had done some work for the actual Hellbilly Hollow place in Alabama, which is a horror place. And I was just like, let's do that, Hellbilly Hollow. And so we filmed it. It's been a labor of love. It's taken a while in post, but it's ready now. It's being shopped, and it'll come to a theater near you hopefully next year. But I'm kind of glad it's taken a little time because I just shot a movie in March called Scared to Death with Lynn Shay from Insidious and Kingpin, the tongue between the and something about Mary. So she stars in it along with me, and I play a character called the Grog, who's a horror icon, and then Bill Moseley from The Devil's Rejects and all the Rob Zombie movies. So that's hopefully going to come to theaters first. Then people will know who I am, and then Hellbilly Hollow, if it comes after now, that's not a bad thing. So I got 2 horror movies coming out here soon.
I mean, like I said, that's like a Halloween. I remember, about James Courtney.
Oh, yeah.
I went and saw that movie with him hosting it.
Yeah.
At Full Moon Horror.
Yeah.
Full Moon Cinemas in Nashville, Tennessee.
Yeah.
I'm a big horror fan. I always have been.
Yeah.
And I was so excited when that Halloween came out, and Blumhouse put it out, and that Halloween was an excellent movie.
Oh, yeah. I think I was in the 2018 one, and I think that was probably the best of those 3.
Way.
Yeah.
I was excited. It's kind of like the next 2, I was not really.
Yeah.
The third one, I was like, oh, we went off the rails here.
Yeah, we did. No, I get it. Yeah, that's what led me to wanting to do Hellbilly Hollow, and then Paul Boyd and I, who are good friends, he directed Scared to Death, and I think we put together a really, really cool film that's going to blow people away, and it'll be in theaters.
When do you think that'll be in theaters?
We're talking to some big players right now about picking it up, so I can't really speak a lot about it, but I think it'll come out in theaters over the next 12 months, so depending on the promo and all that.
I mean, I love Bill Moseley, and I've met him. He's a great guy when you meet him in person.
Oh, yeah, he's awesome.
I always never get tired when he talks about from Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 to lick his plate.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't realize that was him till I did the interview, until I met him that first time.
Yeah.
He could still do the exact same voice that he did. God, that movie came out in the late 80s.
He's amazing, man. And we become good friends now. We keep in touch, and we got another movie we're writing right now that we're going to film. It's kind of the Dumb and Dumber westerns. It's going to be called Two Donkeys, because Bill and I are afraid to ride horses, so we're the most badass cowboys that help people, but we have to get everywhere on our little donkeys, so it takes us a little while to get there. So it'll have that comedy, and it'll have the badass action as well in a western. So.
Oh yeah, like I said, I'll do a western here or there. Like I said, if Bill Moseley's attached to it, I will go see it.
Yeah, it'll be funny as shit, and it'll be badass. You'll get action and comedy. So yeah, I'm not just stuck in horror, but I've only just begun on the acting thing as well. So.
Yeah, like I said, I love my horror. I do my comedy. We kind of switch around a lot.
Yeah.
We're trying to get our nerve up to go tomorrow to go see the Exorcist movie.
Oh, get your nerve up. Yeah, those are fucked up movies.
Well, it's not just that. We're a little leery because all of a sudden I'm reading all these reviews and I'm like, I never paid much attention to the critics, but I get a little nervous when the audience is starting to weigh in on it a little bit.
Right.
And I was like, but it's in 4D or it's in IMAX. I said, we got to go see it. It's a Blumhouse.
Right.
And if, we had just saw X not too long ago, and that movie was excellent.
Yeah.
I mean, this year's had some awesome horror movies all this year.
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen any of these horror movies that have been in the theaters?
The last one I saw, the black, was it The Black Phone?
Oh, that's been a little while.
I saw that one with the thing up in the sky. What was that one? It was like a alien type horror movie, Out at the Farm.
Oh, Nope.
Nope. Yeah, I saw Nope. But I saw one about a convent, but I can't remember what that. It was about a nun and I can't remember the name of it, but those are the most recent ones I've seen. But I love Bill Moseley is what kind of his role in Devil's Rejects is what I kind of drew a lot of what I did in Hellbilly Hollow from. I don't look like him in any way that way. I'm just as crazy though. And then to get to act with him after that and finally meet him, it was like, this is cool.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, that's one of the cool things right now is that they are putting House of a Thousand Corpses in the theaters again right now, and I've got to go check it out again, just like the olden days. Because I remember when that movie came out, it fucked me up when that one came out years ago.
Yeah,
and I was like, whoa.
That was a trip.
And then the way he did Devil's Rejects, the way Rob Zombie did that second one, is I don't know how he pulled it off where all of a sudden you're rooting for the bad guys.
Yeah.
And that was just amazing how he did that one.
Yeah, I really enjoyed his Devil's Rejects. And then what was the other one called?
Three to Hell.
3 to Hell, yeah.
Free from Hell.
Free from Hell, yeah.
We always have interjection from the camera person.
Yeah.
Yeah, I managed to see all three of those in the movie theaters.
Yeah.
It's something about seeing a horror movie in a movie theater, it's just a
got
whole
to,
different
yeah.
experience.
And Scared to Death when you go see it. It'll be in theaters. I'm confident of that. And you're gonna laugh. You're gonna be scared. You're gonna jump a little, and it's just a unique film. So,
like I say, I hope it comes.
And then we'll go to horror festivals, me and Bill and Lynn or whoever, and then Kurt Deimer might even play rock shows at all these horror festivals. So.
Hey, do Days of Dead.
Yeah,
I
wrote the score, Scared to Death. I wrote the song for the movie, so I'll be able to perform that live after it comes out. And then Doom, which you'll hear tonight, I wrote in its closing song in Hellbilly Hollow, kind of like in the Devil's Rejects when they're playing Leonard Skinner. And
going down the
you know, and so we have a pretty badass scene at the end, kind of inspired by that. It's not the same thing, but that's when my song Doom kicks in, and that's been being played on the radio right now, and people are spreading it all over the place. So you'll hear it tonight, though.
Yeah, you're talking about conventions. That's one thing I have noticed with the convention scene is they're starting to incorporate music into these conventions.
Yeah.
Like I did Days of Dead back in February, and the Kings of Thrash played it, and that's a band with former Megadeth members, Dave Ellefson and all of them, and another band played that night.
Where do they have them play, like in one of the rooms?
No. When I did Days of Dead Atlanta, they went and played at the Masquerade down in downtown Atlanta.
Oh, cool. And it was part of the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, very cool.
And one band that we interviewed a long time, our first interview, performed at ScreamCon from Ice Nine Kills. The guy.
Oh yeah.
What's the lead?
I just saw them last year. He's really into horror. I can't remember his name though.
Yeah. Well, the band that played there, he interviewed with us, and a band called Funeral Portrait, and they were playing in that one, and the next thing you know, Jose Megan happened to be there, and then they're playing them on Octane.
Oh, cool.
Right after that. That's what I was saying. With this whole thing, like Twisted has a con.
Yeah.
And a lot of these bands are catching on to that.
No, I'm definitely going to be doing that. I'm just going to have my agent book shows. If we go to a horror convention, we might as well do a show in that town, It's natural fit. I mean, it's the two things I do. So.
I mean, do you have any flats at the show tonight for...
Do what?
You have any flats, like with an autograph flat, where you...
Oh, yeah.
I
got the picture, our Hellbilly Hollow poster. I've got... we're going to come out tonight. You'll see the trailer for Hellbilly Hollow. So before we start into our first song, they'll play the trailer for all of you guys. So
oh, sweet.
Make sure you're up close.
Oh, yeah, we will.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to wrap this up so you can get ready for the show, Kurt. We had a good time with you. Welcome to Outlander, and good luck on the show tonight. And we appreciate you coming in here. And you can follow Kurt on Facebook, Instagram, Pornhub. Nah.
Yeah. But the grog from Scared to Death was in a movie called Babes in Grogland, and it was softcore. But no, yeah. Facebook, we have a fam club on Facebook besides the Kurt Deimer page. Follow us on Spotify, Apple, YouTube. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. X, I guess it's called now. TikTok, we're going to start doing more. Instagram, follow me there. I always respond to my fans on Instagram. It might take a little time, but I always get back to everybody. And KurtDeimer.com, DEIMER.com.
Awesome. We'll catch you on all those, and we'll catch you on the show tonight. And
I
you have a
appreciate
good show, and we appreciate you coming on
Thank
board.
you for the love and support, man, and for being here and taking the time to come out. So Thank you, everybody.
Out, everybody.
Peace out.
Just need the sun.